I get asked to give stuff to my dad. I'm like, I'm not going to pass your script to him. You know, my dad's my dad. I'm not his agent. It's an absolute pleasure. Domhnall Gleeson, I was just saying to you, I love your new character, although the hair slightly disappointed.
All right. I mean, he's doing his best. I think he thinks it looks good.
No, I like his hair. I was saying you today, you've clearly cut it.
I have.
And I did like the long hair.
Yeah, it was a little longer and a little blonder, but I think that was just... we decided not to have red hair, because if I turned up and Julianne was there with also red hair, people would think we were related.
I quite like that, because I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, yeah, the redhead crew. And you have a lot of screen time together.
The important thing was like the scenes, and... She is one of the best at what she does. She's always amazing. She doesn't do bad performances, and she's super in this. My character has to put her under a lot of pressure in the film, and so that was really, really good fun to go toe to toe with her. I loved it.
When you read in the script that you are going to literally beat up Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney, do you get yes? I mean, what are you thinking?
No. Why would I get like that?
No. I just meant as in the character. That's juicy.
No, it's very confrontational, the scenes. Yeah. And, doing some of that sort of more stunty sort of stuff can be really good fun if the scenes are good. But only really good if you're also acting in them, And so those things happen for a reason in the film. I think they're really effective and they look dangerous and sore and you don't know what's going to happen. And it's very threatening. So yeah, I was looking forward to that, but I mean, it was also just the head-to-head nature of it was kind of the real thing.
Yeah, it's just like when you would see Jackie, the character you play, Domhnall, drive by, head in the car, but you're like, oh my god, he's such an evil little thing. And I was trying to find redeeming qualities because I really believe that everybody has some sort of humanity in them, but this character I found really hard to have any sort of kindness towards him.
Yeah, I don't think what he does in the film is despicable. The way he treats people is awful. He's obviously somebody who spots somebody's weak points and then takes advantage. That's how he lives his life. But, my job was to find some empathy and that will be in the fact that on the world outside, he's under pressure himself. Even if he's got himself into that pressure, I think he's also dealing with a lot. So we try to think of him generously, even though what he does in the film is awful.
Yesterday I went on a whole rabbit hole deep dive into you, and there's actually a YouTube channel just dedicated to all the kissing scenes you've ever done. I know, but it was dedication.
Yeah
and that type of research. For you, normally, sometimes people say they get a playlist. They do certain things to start to become this person. Yeah. For you, how do you go about generally when you're putting a character together? Are you still a little bit thrown by...
Are you talking about for my kissing scenes in particular? What kind of research do I... How would this character kiss? I mean, it is something good to think about. But
edited really well, by the way.
Good, I'm happy to hear it. No, I think Jackie's a very different character to anyone I've played before. His background's very different to anyone I've played before, and the world he's living in very different. And so it's more into that, and then just making a whole character to make sure he feels real and not just a bad guy who turns up and does bad things.
Yeah, there's this sense of Kate, played by Julianne, what lengths a mum will go to protect her daughter. And I think Kate is justified. I like that sort of sentiment that you're left with thinking about afterwards. When you watch a show or a film where you're actually thinking about it later rather than just think, oh, seen it, forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of twists and turns in the story, which is part of the fun. It's a thriller, and so that's really good fun. But then also, I think their relationship is shot so well and acted so well and written so well, herself and Sydney. That's also part of what really leaves you thinking about it afterwards. And also Julianne's relationship with Fiona Shaw in the movie.
I love Fiona!
She's amazing in it.
So good. You had no screen time with her.
No, I didn't. But what I loved about when I saw the film was it really left me thinking about how important a good friend is as well. And I hadn't fully gotten that when I read the script. That's just me. That's just my stupidity. But I thought they got the most out of it. It was brilliant. Julianne is one of the most successful actors working today. And Fiona as well. It's just their careers have gotten, even though they started off so huge and amazing, they've gotten better and better and better over the years as well, the careers. So they're amazing examples of regardless of your gender, what a what a great actor can do.
Wondering if you're going to be good at this. I've got a few quotes, and I want you to tell me which Gleason said this. Okay, so only a few. Don't what you know them well. This is your specialist subject. Stop.
Are any of them from my mum?
No.
Well, then I don't want to hear them.
No, stop. Wait. Now I'm going to do that next time. Are you ready? My work is what I give to people. That's my job, and that's where it stops.
That could have been either of them.
No. Well, who do you think it was?
Is it one? Is it Dad or Brian?
I'm not telling you.
Or is it like, could it be Fergus or Rory? Or
It could be any. Like.
Oh, I don't know. Grandad Gleason.
It was Dad, Brendan. Okay, it's okay to lie when asked for your name by the lady who works in Starbucks. I love that because I do that all the time.
That could be me, or that would be me or Brian.
Brian.
It was Brian, yeah. Well, because he's because he's Brian and people say it Brian. So yeah.
And I get asked to give stuff to my dad. I'm like, I'm not going to pass your script to him. You know, my dad's my dad. I'm not his agent.
I mean, I'm not sure about the performance. I'm not sure I was that angry when I said it.
Was it you?
That was definitely me. Yeah.
I was trying to put some oomph into it.
Yeah, no, I don't. I wasn't that. I mean, I wasn't that angry when I said it, but yeah. I don't like being asked to give things to my dad.
I saw Tim Key the other day. He's in this marvelous film that I adore. It's called The Ballad of Wallace Island, and I was like, "Tell me about the paper. I want to know everything." And he was like, "Max, I just want everyone to enjoy it. I don't want to give much away." Now I know you're in it. I'm super excited. John Krasinski, Steve Carell, two people you've had the pleasure of getting to know as friends as you've worked with both. When you get that script, do you call them, or is it just, "Oh, I'm just going to wait to see what happens"?
No, I hadn't worked with John before I read the script, and I would nearly signed up for it by the time I got to talk to him when we were working together. Steve, I talked to, and John I talked to, and I talked to Greg and Michael who made it, and Steve and John are fantastic and very supportive, and
Are you excited, nervous? I mean, what are you thinking? Because it's been shot, right? That's what Tim said. Tim told me that much.
Yeah, no.
I'll blame Tim. It wasn't you.
Tim wasn't lying about that. It has been shot. And I will say his film is amazing. Go see it. The Ballad of Wallace Island is incredible. They're all incredible in it. But I feel the same as him. I don't want to give anything away. I hope people will take it on its own terms. And I hope people enjoy it. But you just can't you're not in control of that sort of thing. We'll wait and see.
Well, I'm excited. And my final question is this. I get to sit down with people like you who are doing marvellous things, but then there's a point in your life when it was a little bit tougher and things weren't the way that they are now. And a lot of budding filmmakers and people that want to be in the industry, they're like sponges. They want to know how you get through the tough times, any gems that you've learned down the line. A good producer friend who I worked with when I first started said to me, "Max, never ask permission. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission." So I've used that. So I always go for it and think, if I do something bad, I didn't know. Yeah. I won't do it again.
But did you know?
Of course.
Well then, I think you should ask for both.
I love you. You're so smart. But what about you? Has there been something like that somebody said to you early on, a director, a producer, a friend, a teacher that you think has really served you well?
I mean, my dad just told me not to wait for the phone to ring, that if you're going to be an actor, you're dependent on other people to hire you a lot of the time. And so but you can't wait for people to hire you either. So making your own stuff, going out, making things with friends, continuing to be creative. So when you get a paid opportunity to be creative, you're not out of practice. And also because it's good to make things. I think just making things, and it's so easy to do now with the phone or anything else, you can make a lot. So I think that's the main thing.
And Echo Valley, guys, it's out this weekend. It's streaming on Apple TV. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think mostly because I'm that person that always knows what's going to happen. So I love it when something confuses me and I'm like, ooh, I love this. We'll try and have a little bit of respite, have a couple of days off, or go on holiday before your next thing comes. And the paper comes September.
September, I think, yeah.
But the fact that you and Tim are in it, I just feel like the actors that have been chosen, it just gets me more excited.
Oh, amazing. Everything I've seen bits of ADR, but Tim is fantastic in it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.